Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast. I'm Leachy. Today I'm joined by Dan. No Lucas, no James today, but, I can only assume they didn't come on the podcast this week because both their teams got absolutely annihilated. Dan, what do you think about this?
Well, for one of them goes for the Tigers, so
Yeah.
We know this. He's probably in a deep state of depression.
Yeah, and I can only assume.
Lucas, mate, there's help out there.
There is help.
Suicide hotline. I don't know the number for it, but it can come up on the screen just here.
There's a lot of help out there, Lucas. If you really need it, we can get it for you. James also,
And James, you didn't lose by that much, but you still lost to the Sharks. So
absolutely annihilated. Our two teams won, so obviously we
absolutely annihilated. What can I say?
Yeah, we pumped both the teams. So I just wanted to actually first, it's like the old days, Dan. It's the first podcast all over again,
Man, it's the dynamic duo back at it again.
Dynamic duo. We're back together. We thought we had a full podcast last week, but we didn't. We still technically have not had 4 people on the podcast yet, which is not good.
Pretty disappointing, but we roll with the punches.
Yeah, no, but we will get into accountability. I just wanted to bring that up, just good times, get back into the two of us. Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try.
Just the two of us.
Okay.
That might be the fucking podcast title right there. Oh, bloody hell. All right, accountability. Lucas's top tip. Loss 0-3. King Frankel did not get up on the weekend. If he was here to defend himself, I'm sure he'd come up with some bullshit, but we both know he's just a bird tipper.
Yep.
Look, 100%.
Look, there's been various tips over the years that Lucas has given us that haven't won.
Yeah.
And he's giving you guys, the viewers out there, some tips and they just haven't won. So put 2 and 2 together, he's just a terrible punter.
Probably like a 0.1% chance that he might get a tip right. So eventually, maybe 1 in 10, he might get one for you guys if you keep tuned. Also, on to Leachy's Lock of the Week. I also lost 0-2 though, because I've only done 2. Or have I done 3? Oh god, I might be 0-3.
Oh god.
I did the first week. Oh, I'm as bad as him. Oh god. Oh Jesus. But actually, I was really my one was close. I don't know how King Frankel did, because we'll get into that later. But we didn't really watch too much horse racing. Didn't win.
The Titans did lose by quite a bit.
Yeah, so. No, but Camperera should have scored 3 tries, so it was a bad beat. It was close.
Sure.
Anyway, enough accountability. I think we'll get into something that I was pretty happy with over the weekend. Boxing. A bit of boxing.
Nikita and Tim.
Yeah, how good. Nikita, Tim Tszyu win both their fights by TKO, both undefeated. Nikita 5-0, Tim 22-0. Dan, how did you see the fights and how did you enjoy it? Mate?
As you know, we didn't watch the Nikita fight because
we didn't get to. Yep. We
were watching the absolute cats.
the poo slinger that was the Tigers.
The Tigers versus Knights game. Yeah. We'll get that. Yep. We'll get to that later. But then
we will. The
older brother, Timothy Tszyu, as I like to call him.
Timothy. With a PH, actually.
Yeah, Timothy.
That's how they sell it. They spell it in Russia, supposedly, like that. I mean, it was on the score sheets,
Fair enough, already.
Yes.
But, what was it, the 9th round?
Yeah, 9th.
Yeah, he was just unleashed with those uppercuts.
Those uppercuts. The ref took a bit of time to get in there and stop it. I think he could have stopped it earlier, to be fair.
Yeah, he could have, but, there was the knockdown, and then fucking the ref had to jump in after the bloke got up and called it off.
Yeah. Tszyu looked very, very good. Always on the front foot against him. Harrison didn't. They both traded at blows, but I think he had better choices at his shots, Tszyu, and it really did show at the end of the fight because. Harrison was just looking very gassed, gassed.
100%, yeah.
And then, as you said, just uppercuts just unload in the ninth.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good fight. He'll be going on to fight Jamel Charlo for the undisputed super welterweight championship of the world. And that means he's going to get all the titles, mate. All the titles. We could have another George Ferocious Cambosis on our cards.
Oh my God.
It'll be the biggest thing for Australian boxing since probably his father.
Yeah,
which is wild.
And that was a long fucking time ago.
It was very long time. But I am so happy for both Nikita and Tim. They're looking good. And Nikita the Butcher.
Hopefully Nikita can get some main event fights going soon. Yeah, without his brother being on the same card.
He did say he didn't want to fight under the same card as his brother anymore because all of his team are they work with each other. So it's they had to be out the back with Tim or whatever while he's fighting. So.
And Tim's not to put any discredit to Nikita, but Tim's fight was worth more than what Nikita's was. So you'd think that'd be hard at work with Tim over Nikita.
Yep, it is worth more as well because he got the what's it called? Oh God, the interim title. That's the one.
Yeah,
my brain was clogging up. He's got the interim I think WBO title.
Yeah, something like that.
Do your own research, but I'm pretty sure, because Charlo had an injury and now he'll be back. They'll be fighting. It'll be a super fight, probably in America. I'd say Las Vegas, maybe. But looking forward to that. We'll get on to the next thing, Dan, and it is cricket. Did you watch any of the cricket?
Yes, at your house the other day.
Oh, beautiful. I can say I didn't watch too much, but I do know the fourth test was a draw.
Yes.
Which then resulted in India winning the series 2-1.
Look, mate.
This game, there was massive scores, and the pitches were completely different, is what I know.
Yeah, it's because it was a brand new stadium. I'm pretty sure it was a drop-in pitch, so...
I don't quote me on this, but James, the podcaster who's not here, he said there was choice of two different pitches. One was a black pitch or whatever, and one they knew would end up being a batting pitch, and one was the same as all the other pitches, and they went for the batting one, and you could see by the 400 and 500 runs that both teams scored is ridiculous.
Yeah, it was...
It's weird the amount, the pitches are just so insane over there.
Pretty crazy, considering you can go from the other three tests being hard spin bowling pitches, and then this test, brand new stadium, drop-in pitch, turns into a batting pitch, and it's just the whole aspect of Indian cricket changes.
Yep, 100%. We did also notice something while watching it, where we did watch it, the low crowds. They said this place was going to be packed out. And, it looked like a Sydney Roosters game.
It looked like a Newcastle Knights versus Tigers game.
Oh, but actually, surprisingly, packed out.
They did sell out Leichhardt.
The fans go down there to see that shit show every week.
I think we should stop ripping on the Tigers.
Oh no one's here to defend them, so we can do whatever we want, Dan. It's our podcast right now.
It's our podcast now, motherfuckers. Pod club.
All right. Another thing I wanted to say about the cricket was, how do we think this will affect our Ashes run? Do you think it will affect our Ashes run, Dan? I don't know.
Obviously, India and England are completely different places.
Mm-hmm. And very true.
I don't know what the team selection will be like, if Pat will be back. I'm pretty sure he will be.
You'd think so. And hopefully we get all of our pace bowlers back, would be nice. Yeah,
you'd think we'd have our normal bowling attack, like Hazelwood, Stark, Lyon, and Cummins. Maybe Todd Murphy instead of Lyon.
Might get a run.
And Cam Green as well. True. Don't forget about Cammy Green.
Greeny. Yeah, no, I think it won't have a major effect on it, but it was pretty devastating to see how badly we were batting in those first.
Yes, definitely was. Yes.
We might have a bit more spin practice before the next test, I would say. Yeah.
I think I need to go down there and coach him,
Oh yeah, the famous double duck. We brought this one up before, but I think you can teach him. I think you can teach him a thing or two about batting.
Yeah, mate. Obviously,
we are pumping through this, Dan. This podcast is going to go for at least about 40 minutes. Good editing for you, but on to the next is horse racing. Again, no Lucas here. Why? I don't know. Maybe he just dogged the boys. But
maybe he went to Costa for the week or wherever he went.
That might be a potential option as well.
Maybe, I don't know.
We didn't really have time to watch the horse racing this week because me and James moved houses. As you can see by my background, not the same as usual. Dan was actually also helping us move houses. So we didn't really, get to frequent the old horses.
Yes.
Lucas would usually be our go-to. But, quite frankly, do we, do we really care? Because, Lucas, is supposed to be our tipster, and he gives us bad tips every bloody week.
Honestly. And, but he claims himself the expert of the couch commentators when it comes to horse racing. But all these horses lose.
Where is his expertise? Where is it?
Where is the expertise?
Me and Dave could pick a horse and I reckon we'd get a winner. But I'm not going to.
I'm going to Saturday's racing right now. I'm going to pick a winner and it's going to fucking win over Lucas's bet that we're going to see soon.
Okay, all right. I'm down for it. I think we
Valley.
I think we could. Money Valley.
Race 7.
Is this race 7? Is this Saturday?
Yeah.
Ooh, baby, race 7.
It's the All-Star Mile, cunt.
Oh, he's going to pick the All-Star Mile. You hear it here first. What are we going?
Look, I don't want to pick the favourite, but the favourite's jumping out at me, eh?
Oh, you get a favourite back here. What are we talking? Number 2. Name. Number 2.
Alligator Blood.
Alligator Blood. Oh, shit. I mean, it is a Lucas kind of better favourite, but at the same time, Lucas didn't get to pick. Unless,
could go number 9, The Inevitable. It's literally won every single race of its last 6.
Go with your heart, and that's what I would say.
All right, we're going the favourite then. It jumped out at me first. Alligator Blood.
Okay. Alligator Blood to win the All-Star Mile.
$2.80.
$2.80. Get on right now. The podcast won't be out probably till Thursday, potentially Friday, but get on it right now.
Get on it right now.
We'll now cross over to Lucas's top tip. He's not here, but he will still give it. Yeah, that'll be hilarious if it is. All right, over to Lucas.
G'day guys, Lucas here from beautiful sunny Foster. Obviously I couldn't be on the Couch Commentators podcast this week as I'm away on a holiday, but guys, my best bet of the weekend is coming up in the Randvet Stakes. It is a horse by the name of Due by Honour, trained by William Haggis. Now when William Haggis brings his horses out here, they usually get the job done. So that is Rose Hill Race 6, number 3, Due by Honour, Rose Hill on Saturday.
Wow, great tip, Lucas. Honestly, wow, what amazing work.
Fuck, that is actually a great tip.
Oh, mate, I'll put at least 100 on that, honestly. How good was that?
Mate, I'll put the whole life savings on it.
I mean, potentially. I can't believe that tip. Wow.
Wow.
It's
like we don't know it.
No, I mean that I'm so amazed. I just don't even want to say its name because it's wow.
Wow.
NRL round 2 review with me, Leachy and Dan. Now, before we get onto the round review, I actually wanted to bring up today breaking news. NRL confirms a mandatory 11-day stand down for anyone with Category 1 concussions, Dan. Did you see this, and what do you think about it?
I think it's a very good thing because players are going out there getting HIA week after week. And for players like Caleb Ponga, this is his 4th major concussion within a 12-month period. And it's
you don't want to see him down the future have serious brain damage from that many concussions.
He's just going to end up being the next Boyd Cordner. Honestly.
100%. It is worrying, but as I think we've heard from one of my mates, will they stand by this in a grand final situation or the semi-final before the grand final? Are they going to not let Latrell Mitchell or Nathan Cleary play because he got a grade 1 concussion? That's the real question.
They need to stand by it. They've made the rule. They need to stick to their guns and fucking not let.
I can see them. I can see them doing it elsewise, and it would it'll piss a lot of people off who throughout 100%. The season you might not have your Ponga in 2 weeks because he's had the concussions. But if you won those extra 2 games, who knows what happens in the outcome of the season?
Exactly.
It's a catch-22, I think. But no. Couch Commentators 22, 23, actually. All right. NRL round 2 review. Panthers versus Rabbitohs, 16-10. It was a close game. Went down to the wire. Dan, how did you see the game? What did you think?
Well, I was in orange for this game.
Ooh.
Went away for work, you know. I watched the first half and ended up falling asleep in the second.
Okay, so it wasn't very entertaining to you.
No, I was just fucking tired.
Okay, all right. I was at work the first half, and allegedly I was watching it on my phone at work.
Allegedly.
I think, allegedly. It was good. I think Penrith came out guns blazing. They looked like the old Penrith of old. Garner looked really well outside Cleary.
The week I traded him out.
Yeah, funny for the people who traded him out in Supercoach or Fantasy. Other than that, then the second half, Rabbitohs out of nowhere just find their straps and come back and almost in the last minutes pinch back the win. It was quite the close game, very very close. Nothing else from you, Dan, about the Panthers Rabbitohs?
No. Okay. From what I've seen, the game looked intense, but that's about all I can say.
Okay, all right. On to the next game, Eels vs Sharks. Wow. Sharks, what a team. Although this game didn't reflect our true potential, I think it was definitely a step forward for us, but at the same time, 2 teams that pride themselves on defense, it was pretty much an all-out attack.
Yeah.
Back and forth tries. Whoever had possession would score. There's no team could defend. It was quite worrying if you're a Para or Sharks fan if you're versing the big teams.
Yeah. I've written down defense was very ordinary from both teams, you know.
Yeah, ordinary is a bit far, but yeah. What else do you got, Dan? Yeah.
Just fucking back and forth, like fucking try for try, as you said.
Yeah.
Kennedy getting a hat trick though.
Oh, Willie K, what a player! I honestly think he's going to have a standout year as long as he stays fit and not suspended. He's got the silky hands. He's not bad on the old Shark attack line. You can only imagine he'll be better with Nico Hines as well.
Are his hands as silky as Nico Hines' hair though?
Oh, together it might be extra silk. I think
extra silk.
And another thing to come out of the Eels camp, hot off the press, Brad Arthur signed to 2025. Dan, do you think they will see a premiership in that time frame, or do you think he'll get
no?
Okay, well that covers that. I was interested to see. It was only to 2025. Like I guess the confidence in him, but at the same time they're going, look, if you can't do anything soon, might be the doors open.
Let's be real. Their best opportunity was last year, and they fumbled the bag hard.
Yeah, so, I do see them struggling to make the grand final again.
Yes, it would be. Yeah,
it will be tough. It will be tough. Anyways, on to the next game. Broncos versus Cowboys, 28-16. Broncos winning again. They're in some red hot form.
Yeah.
Their halves look good, and Reece Walsh, the eye assassin, I guess. The eyelash assassin, maybe.
Mate.
Wow, they looked good. Dan. What do you think?
They looked immaculate. Like Ezra Mam and Reece Walsh making those good connections, like the half to fullback connection.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, it looked like a very good game from the Broncos, anyway. Yeah. Scotty Drinkwater got sent off for 10, or sent in for 10.
Scotty D. Tough on him.
Yeah.
He also did break the man's jaw, so...
Yeah, look, that's probably deserved.
He probably did deserve it. I think he got 3 weeks. Don't quote me on that, but
I think it was 3 to 4 weeks he was going to get.
Yeah, I mean, talk about the Cowboys. I mean, they're looking like they start so strong. Even the week before, they started strong against the Raiders, and they start to ease off in the end of the game. Dan, do you think the Cowboys were overtrained? I don't know.
I don't know. Probably they're just trying to get back to their last year's form, but I just think they're trying a bit too hard.
Because I've heard they have very tough preseasons, and maybe back-to-back really tough preseasons could have a counter effect on the team. What you would rather,
yes.
That's what I'm saying. It's early days. It is all early days. It's all we're just chatting shit. But seeing them fade off a bit in 2 games in a row is worrying signs, I'd say, for you Cowboy fans.
Yep. Joel.
Okay. Yeah, Joel, we're talking to you.
Joel,
Cowboy fan.
We're looking at you, buddy.
Specifically you. Anyways, on to the next game. Roosters versus Warriors, 20 points to 12. I did not watch this game. I don't know about you, Dan. Did you watch any highlights?
No, I didn't actually know. Fuck.
Okay, yeah, no, because we were both were moving my house, so we didn't really have time to watch the game.
I think we watched the game for like 2 minutes in your room, and then we started talking shit.
It was definitely a game of football. Stuff did happen. Rugby League was a real winner, and I think as per Nickel Clockstad got injured. That wasn't good.
As per fantasy, the Chiefs played like shit.
Yep. I think he may have got a HIA or something because he came off early, or maybe ribs. I did see something about ribs. So
I was going to say, if you get to HIA and fucking people are leaving him in their fantasy, then sucks to be them.
True. Well, we'll go on to the next game because we have no input on that one. But Dolphins versus Raiders, 20 to 14. Fins up, baby! 2-0, the only undefeated team in the NRL history at the moment. They are undefeated, Dan. How good is that?
Mate, it's beautiful to see a new team come into the competition and be 2-0. Like, it's just...
mate. But with the potential to be 3-0 this week as well.
But they're not the only team to be undefeated because you got the Dragons. But anyway,
Oh, yeah. Well, debatable. The Buy should have won that one. It was close.
Mate, I think it was a 1918 freaking game.
Yeah, golden point thriller. Yeah.
Ben Hunt kicked to the field goal. No one around
after
him.
dropping the ball 2 times. But
Mate, never give that up.
Great to see, Wayne Bennett coaching a team that no one gave a chance to then beat 2 teams back to back. They're now versing Newcastle this week, which
should be a walk in the park. I
think with the amount of injuries they have, if they could be looking at 3-0. I think the next week after they got the mighty Tigers, that's 4-0 there. Like, who would have ever seen this happening?
No, I think round 5 they got the Dragon. Oh no, round 4 they have Broncos.
Oh, 4 Broncos. That'll be a tough one. Actually,
round 5 they have Dragons.
Dragons. Okay. All right. So I was a little bit off with the Tigers. I feel like it's soon, but maybe I was a little bit off. But still, I can see them, they could be up there come the season's end, top 8 finish maybe. Maybe get on them early and who knows. Another thing, I was happy to see Ricky Stewart's blow-ups. It's good to see them 0-2. You just love seeing a little bit of a Ricky Stewart blow-up.
Yeah, who doesn't? I got a few things to say about this game.
Okay, yeah. Dan, shoot.
Mate, like that shot Felice Kafusi put it on.
Oh, yeah. How good was that?
Fucking beautiful on Hudson Young, mate.
That's a rib tickler.
That is a rib tickler. Even though feeling
that for the next 3 weeks.
Felice Kafusi may have touched the ball and knocked it on, but beautiful hit. And there was a couple of sin bins and send-offs in that game.
There was. Very true.
No, there wasn't a send-off. There was only sin bins.
Sullivan at the end. I do remember that one.
That was JMK for a hip drop.
JMK for a hip drop as well. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Dolphins had that much going against them.
Yeah.
And they still They still came out.
I think JMK was the first 15, 20 minutes. So
yeah, that's impressive.
Didn't hinder them that much.
Anything else, Dan? Anything else?
No, just fins up, baby.
Fins up. All right. On to the next. We have Storm versus Bulldogs. Bulldogs winning 26-12. Storm missing a lot of players, but Bulldogs really look like their attack was clicking in that game.
Mate, as I said to you on Saturday night, I remember saying, Birdo to Kikia to Alamori to Adokar was going to be fucking deadly.
And it certainly was.
It was beautiful to see that left hand? Yeah, left hand.
Left hand side, yeah.
That beautiful left hand side come into play. It's
a thing of beauty, honestly. If they can get that side running well,
mate,
their team, I'm not going to say finals, but I'm going to say close.
And you know what? I even think Kyle Flanagan had a good game.
Yeah, I'm sure the Bulldogs fans will agree with you on that. I think it was cool, actually. I was reading some of the NRL posts, and the Storm fans are very hateful on Wishart and a couple of their players. They're not fit for the purple jersey. It's good seeing Melbourne finally have some downhill struggles, and their fans now going back on their players. It's funny to see that after so much dominance.
One thing I want to say, you mentioned Ricky Stewart blowing up.
Uh-huh.
The one thing I love more than seeing Ricky Stewart blow up is an all-time halftime spray from Bellyache. And did Melbourne cop it. Melbourne copped an all-time spray, and it was beautiful.
That's what nightmares are made of.
That's what I nightmare about.
But you have to say Melbourne were without Cameron Munster, arguably the best 5'8". They were out
Australia 5'8".
Heap of players. We Coates, Olam, a couple forwards as well. They were missing a decent amount of players, but at the same time they lost. So
same time it's Melbourne. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, Melbourne lost. So we're happy. We're all happy.
I don't know any Melbourne fans, so.
Yeah, well, if anyone's watching, you lost, and take that on the chin, mate. Onto the poo slinger. We've talked about a little bit already, but Tigers versus Knights. Knights winning 14-12.
Do we
Knights
really have
fought
to go
bravely. Yeah, mate, we got to talk about it. Knights. They held on without a 5'8", without a dummy half. Frizzell got injured. A player in the bin. A send off. Mate, I honestly, Tigers had every chance to win this, everything they could do, and they just crumble. What do you think, Dad?
Mate, as much as I hate Kalen Ponga, and as much as it was good to see him get HIA'd in the first 2 minutes.
Well, that's a bit far, Kalen. If you're watching, I'm sorry about that.
I was about to say, I hope you do have a speedy recovery, mate. If you ever see this.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, somehow Knights managed to squeeze out the victory. I don't know how Tigers didn't capitalise on them having literally 12 players on the field and 1 player on the bench.
They had their backup half, their backup dummy half.
Yeah, and Knights were just lucky they had Tyson Gamble and Phoenix Crossland on the bench.
It's like they planned for it, but geez, it's just sad. It was funny though. After the game, we were all writing "Fold the Club" in the Tigers page, and half of their fans joined in with us.
It was phenomenal.
A thing of beauty. Some of the comments were beautiful. It's hard being friends with so many Tigers fans though, Dan.
Look, it is. Yes.
Yeah, you just see the disappointment on their face every week, and sometimes it brings you enjoyment, but sometimes you also feel for them.
Yes, I was about to say, sometimes it's fun to laugh at them, but then sometimes you see it in their eyes that they want to jump off a cliff.
Oh, mate, yeah, it's 10 long years, 10 very long years for him. A thing I want to bring up, Dan, Ponga, obviously, as you said, he got the HIA. Izzy's experiment at 5'8" over. Do we bring him back to fullback where he can't tackle as much and doesn't have the chance of getting knocked out every week?
Like it is.
Keep in mind he's the Queensland fullback, so it's like
it is a very tough decision for the Knights to make. Like having him up in that line, like that frontline defense, is obviously
it's detrimental at the moment.
Yeah, it's fucking pretty much a hindrance on them because they're just gonna lose their 5'8" if he just keeps fucking leading into tackles with his head.
Yeah, every week without your key player, $1.2 million player.
Yeah.
Then you have that. On the other hand, they only just purchased Lockie Miller to play fullback, so it's like,
yeah, what do you do with Lockie Miller?
Yeah, it's a not easy situation, but I do think if they want to keep him out on the field week to week, I don't think he'd be in that frontline defense.
No.
Yeah,
it'll be very hard for him.
It'll be a long season. As you said, he will be the next Boyd Cordner or Wade Graham. Wade Graham took I think 8 weeks last year or whatever, or half a season last year.
Towards the end of the season, yeah.
Yeah, I think they've got to look at it. O'Brien struggling. I don't want to say it, but he might be on the chopping block soon as well. They got the win, but didn't look too well. But yeah, on to the next game anyway, guys. I forgot to say that for the club. Dragons Titans 32-18. Dan, I'll let you take over. I know you want to speak about this, Steve.
Look, fucking, I was pretty disappointed in the first 10-15 minutes. Titans got out to an early lead. The hat went flying.
The hat did go flying into the rubbish pile. He was wearing a Dragon's hat. I'm wearing
the exact same hat right now.
The exact same hat. Yeah, beautiful.
It went off the head and went across the room into the rubbish pile. Yeah.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Tyrell Sloan straight through the hey diddle diddle. Passes it to Jacob Little, a man I thought was not going to play well. Boy, did he prove me wrong.
Yeah, he looked good.
Also, Tyrell Sloan. That's a kid playing with confidence.
It's a bit of confidence in the kid.
I feel like he has his confidence back. The confidence that he lacked in the first 2 weeks last year. And another player that I thought was going to be lazy in the middle, let a few line breaks through, was Murdoch Masilla. Boy, did he prove me wrong as well.
Oh, Ben Murdoch.
He was,
BMM.
Even in attack, he proved me wrong. He fucking busted the line. He busted his ass. He busted the other team's asses, I didn't say busted their ass, No.
Okay, all right, okay. It wasn't going to go that far, but...
No, Dragons played really well to get the dub, 32-18. Come third, baby. Grand final tickets already purchased.
I mean, I seen you guys come out and you had a point to prove. Getting all that media talk about you guys going to get the spoon, you're going to get this, you aren't good enough. All from a charity shield match played 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then you come out and you put that performance on. It really did. It proved your point that you guys look. I don't know if you're going to be a top 4 team, but you definitely have something to play. I mean, Ben Hunt looked good again. He's keeping that purple patch.
He's been carrying this team on his back for the last
a long time.
5-6 years.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
People forget you guys didn't finish too low last season either.
Yeah, we finished 10th. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you definitely have a good team, and it's still a very similar team to last season as well. So
yeah, just only a couple players lost, but yeah, I'm sure we'll get there in the end.
100%.
We're not coming last, but I may have said that at the start of the year, but set your expectations low, and they can exceed those expectations.
Oh yeah. If you don't have any goals, you won't be disappointed if you don't reach them.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Dan. NRL round 3 tips. First game, we have Seagulls versus the Eels. Who are you picking?
Look, mate, it's hard to go past the good old Manly Warwinger.
Warwinger. They are first currently.
Yes, they did just edge out the bye, just same as the Dragons.
They did. Yep. I too will be going the Manly Seagulls. They looked really good in the trials and against the Bulldogs. Dare say it was against the Bulldogs, but I do think they could get the win over Para after Sharks dismantled them.
Very slightly dismantled them.
Like 4 points, and they had the same amount of tries. But okay, on to the next game. Knights versus Dolphins. Dan, what are you thinking?
Do you even have to ask?
I
season, baby.
I have mine up as well, Dan. I have mine up. Fins up, baby. Fins up.
Fins up.
Knights, too many players out this week, and I just see the Fins going 3-0, baby. Undefeated streak to continue. It'll be interesting to know how many NRL teams have started there and then won 3 in a row. That is something we need to
maybe
find out.
It's some research for next week.
Potentially. On to the next game. Roosters, Rabbitohs, the Sydney Derby. Who are you picking, Dan?
Look, I'm going the Rabbitohs, honestly.
Ooh, there was a big pause there. Hard fought.
I've already got my tips here in front of me, and I've got the Rabbitohs, but I was thinking Roosters Rabbitohs. It's usually a good game.
It is.
But I think Rabbitohs would just edge it out.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm thinking maybe the Roosters. I think they struck back against the Warriors again. No offense to Warriors fans, but it was the Warriors. I just think they need to start clicking soon, and they halves. I think they have a stacked roster, so I just can't. They got to click soon, and I think it'll be against the Rabbitohs. And again, just to use your term, they'll edge them out. On to the next game, Titans Storm. Dan, who are you thinking is going to win this one?
Look, I think Storm have to bounce back after that abysmal performance against the Doggies. I think they'll even though they'll probably still be I think they're still missing a couple of players, but surely they bounce back. It's fucking Melbourne Storm, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, you would think Bellyache would give another famous blow up if they don't.
Yeah.
In saying that, who am I going to pick? I want to see them lose, so I'm going Titans,
They do have Coates and Olam back.
Have they ever made the bottom 8 other than the year they were banished to the bottom 8? I would love to see it happen.
No, they haven't.
I'd love to see that happen. On to the next game. Cowboys versus Warriors. Dan, what do you think?
Cowboys. As I said in Melbourne, I think they bounce back. Cowboys, Warriors, it's Warriors. As you said, no offense to Warriors fans if there's any out there watching or listening. But I don't see Warriors getting the edge over Cowboys.
Yeah, they have a new because both actually Warriors and Cowboys both have debutant fullbacks this week. Yes. So it'll be interesting.
Interesting to see how they Kane Tuapiki.
Ah, beautiful. You have the team list up, don't you?
No, I just knew that.
Yes.
You totally cannot see me in my camera trying to pronounce Kane Tuapiki.
Yes, sorry for the pronunciation. I'm sure we got that right, Tone. But I will be picking the Cowboys as well. Interesting to see how the spines go without their marquee players.
Good luck to both debutants.
Yeah, good luck. On to Broncos versus the Dragons. Dan, who are you picking?
Moe, I'm coming for your throat, mate.
Oh, okay.
I'm going Dragons, obviously.
Okay, obviously.
I think it's the Broncos, but I think we can still try, get a close game out of it. Maybe 18-16.
Speaking about Dragons, we didn't speak about it in the game, but Toby Couchman And the Couchmans have re-signed as well. How good
Only
is Couchman?
Couchman, mate.
Yeah,
Good on you for your debut.
Good on you for your debut, mate.
Pretty sure you were named in this week's team, but I don't think you'll be playing.
Yep. He's our number one fan. He liked our Instagram post. We love you, Toby.
Toby.
We love you, Toby.
You are the GOAT in our eyes. You are the Couchman of our couch commentators.
100%. The game, though, I will be pricking the Broncos. Sorry, Toby. Look, it's third versus fourth, to be fair, but I do think their spine looked so good. And it'll be interesting to see how you guys compete against them. And was it Mo named or?
He's in the extended bench.
Extended bench, so he might get the call up. But
could maybe.
I do think they will be getting the win there. Sorry to say that, Dan.
In all honesty, I kind of hope Amon doesn't get the call up. Just to see how.
Bit of gossip here. Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to see him play, but I also want to see how the team can play. Like, Sullivan can go if we are in a losing game.
True. See if he can keep his form, because he's been pretty good for his.
Yes, he has indeed.
Okay, next game. If a poo slinger was a poo slinger, this is the biggest poo slinger of the week. Bulldogs versus West Tigers. Dan, what do you think about this one?
NRL, what are you doing to Sunday afternoons? You've put this Tigers Sunday afternoon 3 weeks in a row.
They're really cruel us, you know.
Like, come on, NRL, man. What are you doing?
At least it'll be a packed out Belmore. That'll be
that'll be a good one. But I'm definitely gonna have to go with the doggies.
Yeah, definitely. Doggies. I do think they beat Melbourne. Their attack looked good compared to Tigers' attack. We said earlier,
Tigers have attack.
Fold the club.
The club.
Interesting. Though they have Wakeham on the bench, I'd say it would just come on to be like Jake Simpkin and play dummy half, because they're not taking Brooks off.
Brendan Wakeham? Is that Brendan Wakeham calls? Oh my god!
Yeah, it sure is. I see them running kick out over Luke Brooks over.
Fuck, I would love to see that.
Oh no, he's left side. Actually, he'll be on the other side. He might be safe. Brooks will be safe. It'll be Jacob Preston, the young kid. Relevant. Yes. I do see that left side of Pepper, Dewey, if he's playing, he seems to may have an injury, but if he's playing, I do wish him luck out there. I think they will struggle.
Really, how many kick out is going to crush you?
Will we see more fold the clubs? Potentially.
No, Adam's getting folded.
On to the match of the week, Dan. Raiders vs Sharks. I will go first as I'm honestly worried. Last season we lost twice to Raiders. They are one of our bogey teams. So I'm worried about that. But I also think we're going to win the comp. So we will win. We will win this one. Dan, what do you think?
Look, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pick the Sharks.
Yes, the ball.
Yeah, the balls.
It's just the two of us picking the Sharks. The bye is Penrith Panthers.
I think the bye can get up over them.
Yeah, Penrith not playing too well. They have, 1 from 2 games. Come on. Who would be like that? The Sharks.
Imagine not being 2-0.
Yep, tough times. All right. Guess the athlete, Dan. I'm going to let you take over here. We're ready for it. I'm ready for it.
Usually we do this in the middle, but today,
yes,
we're doing it at the end. We totally didn't forget.
Yeah, we didn't forget. We might add this in earlier, so us saying it's at the end might be different, but it's okay.
We might just look like total fuckwits right now.
We could do.
But what's different to any other time?
You're right.
Alrighty.
Yes,
Here we
I'm
go.
ready.
Guess the athlete. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
NRL.
No.
Soccer.
Yes.
Ooh. English Premier League.
He did play in the EPL.
Okay, so currently not in the EPL.
Yes.
Okay. Is he referred to as the GOAT?
No.
Oh, damn. Australian?
No.
Um,
30 seconds.
Argentinian?
No. Actually, that was 20 seconds when I said 30 seconds.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, Dan, you've got me
15
stumped.
seconds.
Fuck, I can't even think. He played for Manchester City?
No. 5 seconds.
Man United?
Yes. Final guess.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay, let me think. United. Players, Dan, no. I'm going to lock it in. David Beckham.
Oh, God.
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Every week. Yes.
I thought I would have stopped you this week.
He's just too good.
I think you kind of gave it away when I said he did play in.
Yeah, I was
EPL?
trying to think. I was down to like Ronaldo or him, and I'm like, he did play for Man United as well, and he isn't there anymore. I was like, oh mate, how good. How good's that?
How did you do that, Ken? Honestly.
Mate, I am a genius. All right. Okay. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Me and Dan have had fun here today. What do you reckon, Dan? We had some fun? Yeah.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
We can make it. We tried. Just the two of us.
What a day. What a podcast. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on all the social medias. And we will see you next week. Hopefully the 4 of us, not the 2 of us.
And hopefully it won't be scuffed.
Boys.
Peace out.